want to be ready. All right. A nigga from Los Angeles writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 27-year-old nigga out here getting to the chili as a transit mechanic. And I also have a side hustle doing catering. I have one bitch on the team right now, a 30-year-old cosmetics counter manager. And she is the snow. I also have 2 or 3 bitches that want to be on a team that I just hang out with every now and then on some fun shit. But my issue is with my main bitch. My main bitch was married for a few years and has been divorced for 3 years. Her ex-husband had paper. So my bitch is kind of living well. This bitch has a condo overlooking the ocean on Naples Island in Long Beach. And the bitch drives a Benz G-Wagon. It's a 2019, but a bitch still has one. The bitch has been on a team 8 months. Things started off great with this bitch. This bitch was blessing me with paper outfits. We did getaways to Palm Springs, Vegas, Santa Barbara on some resort shit. But then I noticed a bitch start demonstrating bipolar behaviors. It really didn't bother me because when she really got out of pocket, I had no problem checking a bitch with a quickness, and if a bitch really got on my nerves, I just go to the crib and get away from a bitch. And whenever that happened, the bitch always come back requesting forgiveness and showing me a lot of love. Now things got weird for me one night recently. We was blowing some fires in her G-Wagon. It was lit that night. We ended up having a vigorous session in her living room in front of the panoramic ocean view window. After the lubricities, I really felt good about having a bitch that was living like this bitch was living. I realized I left the remainder of the za in her G-Wagon. She gave me the keys and I went to get that. There were like 3 eighth packs in there. I dropped one on the driver's side. And I went to get that. And I noticed the bitch had a rolled up $20 bill on the floor by the driver's seat with some powder residue on it. So it turns out my bitch is doing powder. And I had no idea. This is the first bitch I ever fucked with that was on this type of timing. BossMack, what are your thoughts on fucking with bitches that do powder? Hit the like button. Would you keep a bitch on the team? All right. I'm surprised the bitch haven't offered you none. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised the bitch haven't offered you none. I say this, man, like, I feel like this is how Kevin Samuels left up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is how Kevin Samuels left up out of here. You know what I mean? You know. But I think, he did it with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like me personally, I don't like bitches like that. You know what I'm saying? See, you notice the ups and downs in the bitch's personality and shit. I don't like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, like, I don't give a fuck if a bitch have all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if a bitch. I don't really give a fuck if a bitch, living, luxurious type shit, and I be thinking is a bitch bad energy? You know what I'm saying? Let's say you didn't notice. Let's say if you didn't notice the fluctuations in her personality and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like bitches that, I just don't like bitches that do drugs like that. You know what I'm saying? I like square regular bitches. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. You know what I mean? I just like square regular bitches. I can understand, like, let's say, you was doing bad, you know what I mean? But if you got all your shit together, you living good, I would keep my team wholesome. You know what I'm saying? I would endeavor to keep my team wholesome. You know what I'm saying? I don't like bitches with corrupt morals. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit to rub off on me, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the corrupt morals will rub off on you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like and see, that's another thing too, man. I'm always like, when shit is going really good, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to figure a bitch out. I'm always trying to, you know what I mean? Like, bipolar shit, when bitches be bipolar, I don't be liking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done had bitches, I done been with bitches before that was like bipolar, and bitches, I always try to get to the source of the bipolar shit. You know what I'm saying? And I done seen bitches that was like, had like, they was trying to, I done had multiple bitches that was hiding underlying medical issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch was hiding like a underlying medical issue. I'm trying to figure out, okay, why is this bitch, going from high to low on any different, on any given day. You know what I'm saying? And when a bitch is uneven like that, man, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So she doing powder. She got powder homegirls, everybody, you know what I'm saying? You got, these different elements, man. I don't like that type of energy. But I'm a nerd. The BossMack is a nerd. The BossMack is a nerd. I like I like a wholesome team. I like a wholesome team. I like bitches that don't have bad habits like that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this game. I like bitches that don't have bad habits.